Yeah, my name is Vaughn P, MC/producer of the rap group Tanya Morgan, representing Legendary.
My name is Don Will, MC of the Tanya Morgan Collective, also MC of the Legendary. Shout out to Ilias, the other third of Tanya Morgan, who's not here right now. He's in Cincinnati, finishing up the album.
The name came about because we wanted to do something that represented standing out, you know, because a lot of people stand out, but they plan on being different too much, and some people just like copy what the next man is doing. So we wanted to just show that we just naturally try to do our own thing and be ourselves. So we chose, you know, a name that didn't sound like a hip hop group, because we don't try to be the typical hip hop group, you know, but we just keep it natural. And nothing's more natural than a name. That's the first thing you own as soon as you're born. So we just called it a name, and it just ended up being a woman's name.
I think our fans see our music as kind of like an escape, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hard left, alternative to a lot of different shit that's out. And I mean, even stuff that, I'm not speaking on stuff that like, is totally like hardcore gangster shit. I'm saying like, as an alternative to stuff that we make, like stuff that's in our lane. Like, I mean, we kind of are just different than a lot of groups, you know what I'm saying?
I think groups are coming back a few years ago. Around the time we came out, it seemed like it was, I'm talking about like 04, 03, like when we first was really coming out, it seemed like it was Little Brother, us. But then like you have Pacific Division, but they starting to get bigger and bigger now. You got groups like you and I, you got Kids in the Hall. So more groups are coming out now. And yeah, it's coming back to the groups, you know, and it'll just be even. It won't be so much about one man anymore like it was just a few years ago, and now it's coming back to the groups. So
I definitely think it is. I mean, like, I live in New York now. I've been here for 2 years, so I mean, like, just being on the scene and seeing what's going on here, it's like it's a lot of new sounds popping up. A lot of artists like 8th One, Fresh Daily, the whole ALK Collective. Like, you know what I'm saying, doing something that's totally different. Then you got, down south, you got Houston Independent Split District. You got the R. It's a lot of cats down south doing shit that's totally different. Then out west, you got UNI Pac Division. Midwest, you got Add 2. I mean, it's a lot of people that are like coming up and making music that signifies right now, you know what I'm saying, and it sounds like right now.
And another thing I was gonna say, another thing that happened that we don't really pay attention to, but we should, is, you know, we was talking here earlier about how, you know, hip hop, you had to go and you had to go find it and seek it out and go to these underground clubs back, you know, early New York. And that's how it is again now. The only difference is we just know that there's money to be made. Back then we didn't know that. So yeah, everybody, it's like it's back underground again, like for real this time, not just, you know, I didn't pay for my sample, so I'm underground. It's really underground now. And I feel like hip-hop is perfect like that. The only difference is we complain because we know there's money to make. Back then, we didn't know that, so that's the only difference, really. So I feel like it's at a great place now. The album is actually it's about to be mastered. It's called Brooklynati. You know, Brooklyn and Cincinnati, it's called Brooklynati. We got people like Khan on it. Y'all know him from Reflection Eternal. We got people like Carlita Duran, she's down with Little Brother, Justice League crew. We got Fonte, Blue. You know, all kinds of cats is on the album that came to rep for us, but it don't take away from being us. So it's like a community thing. And it's gonna be dope, it's gonna be fresh. In-house production by me, Rick Beats, man, Aeon. You know, who always produces our music, so if you know us and like us, you've already heard the beats.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say about our music, is that we've tried to cultivate a sound, like, by remaining in-house. We try to cultivate our own sound.
Okay. So it's not too interchangeable.